Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I found this really, really frustrating. I saw this the other night, it happened the other day. Basically, there was a comedian, a drag queen, on the project. They were promoting three shows they had going at the moment because it's Mardi Gras season and World Pride and everything. And it was a very... I mean, this guy's shtick is that he is shocking and, talks about taboo things that you can't talk about. And I found the interview very sort of scripted and felt very stiff and staged, and it probably was all pre-approved and everything because I was so scared of him saying something that would offend someone. And he made a joke because someone was asking him how do people react to the subjects he talks about, and he said, well, I have religious people sometimes come out and tell me that I need to find Jesus, and he says, I love Jesus. I love any man who can get nailed for 3 days and come back for more. And the people on the panel cracked up. I thought it was hilarious. Now, while he just sort of didn't get it because he's a very nice boy, I don't think he would, but what I got frustrated with was the next day, of course they got complaints, the religious people got upset because they're so self-important and self-entitled and they just think the world revolves around them and their belief, that they got all upset and they wanted to have the show cancelled, they wanted to have him cancelled, and what I found really disappointing was that basically the project capitulated to these people and bowed down to these people and actually came out and apologised. They apologised for the guest, they apologised for the joke, and they basically validated these people's irrational sense of entitlement and self-importance, that they actually think that their beliefs are so important that people can't comment on them or criticise them or joke about them. And that is a very dangerous thing. We know what happened in France, and I don't want that to happen here. And once these people get this idea that they have that much control and they are entitled, and they're going to start behaving literally like terrorists, not just how they usually do. And it's so ridiculous. I mean, there's 1,000 religions in the world. They all believe they're right. They can't all be right. I mean, work it out. You're all wrong. None of you are right. You can't all be right. And the idea that one of you thinks you're right and your religion is right and everyone else is wrong is insane. And it's just illogical and irrational, and how anyone can believe that. I've never understood how people can really believe literally in the Bible. I mean, when you look at the stories, the burning bush, the ark, the virgin birth, the parting seas, Adam's rib, all that stuff, it's fairy tales. And the idea that these people believe in fairy tales and expect other people to believe in them as well and validate them, and I mean, why should our lives be dictated to by these people and their beliefs, which are totally irrational and ridiculous? Now, if I believed that Gene Roddenberry was a prophet and that he saw the future and that's what he created Star Trek from, and I believe that was the future, that we wouldn't be saved by the J-Man, we would basically evolve ourselves, and save ourselves. And I believe that literally, and believe that was a religion, that would be no more ridiculous than these people. Or, how they think Scientology is ridiculous. Other religions, all the religions think the other person's religion is ridiculous and don't know how ridiculous they are. It's so frustrating and annoying. And I mean, and it's homophobic. It's totally homophobic, because the idea that the joke basically was that, the J-Man was, I'm not saying his name, the J-Man was basically an active homosexual and joking that he was, actively, that they're so offended by that because they're so homophobic that the idea of, suggesting or even joking that, who could have been gay, I mean, because they hate gays and they think gays are so horrible that the idea that he could be one of them is so offensive. And the fact they apologised so profusely, it's like saying, yes, you're right, that's so offensive because there's something wrong with those people. So you're right, yeah. No, that apology was homophobic. And it just... This is the second video I've done. That one was much longer and much rantier. I had notes for this one. We can't give in to these people. We can't give them what they want, because the more we give, the more they take, the more we're controlled by them, and the less freedom we have. And we should all be free to believe what we want and have it not affect anyone else. And everyone else to be free of our bullshit. But oh no, not these people. They think they need to rule everyone, and we have these people giving into them and validating them, and it just emboldens them to go on and say, you need to behave like this because my religion says so. No. No one has to do that because your religion says so. We're free. And I want to stay free. So yeah, I just found it really disturbing and really disappointing. And they need to cancel the project, not because of that, just because it's pointless. Because I thought the idea is they were supposed to be a news show and they were supposed to give people's opinions. And, you know, they're just pandering to the alt-right and the religious. So it's just sad and disappointing. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. We can't let this, be like this. We can't give in. We can't let these people win and have so much control. It's really dangerous. I had to just get that out and say that.